Hi, this is Kate from Kate Forman Yoga, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about a little technique that you can employ during almost all of your standing poses in a yoga class that's going to make things feel so much better, and it's called isometrics. So isometrics basically are just a way of engaging your muscles that help support your joints and your bones and your whole body a little bit better. It's particularly very useful for people who have a lot of flexibility. And in some people, you can actually end up becoming more flexible when you end up applying isometric training or joint strength training or just isometric engaging while you're in a yoga pose. All an isometric is engaging a muscle without actually moving a joint. So if you think of a plank pose, right? You're on your hands, you're on your feet, and you're engaging your arms, your glutes, and your core, but you're not moving anything, right? You're not doing a crunch, you're not doing a bicep curl, no joints are moving, but those muscles are still engaged. That's an isometric. So a bicep curl, not an isometric, because in order to get the bicep to engage, you're bending the elbow, you're moving a joint. An isometric is no movement, it's very internal, but there's still extra engagement happening with the muscles. And that is so supportive of joints and joint health and joint strength that oftentimes people's bodies that are particularly flexible end up becoming more flexible because it tells the nervous system that you're very strong in this range of motion. It can pull you out of the range of motion easily. And so it allows you, it says, oh, we're safe here. You can go deeper. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a fun little thing that can happen for some people. But it's important for all people to be doing isometrics when they're doing yoga because we're in really deep poses. So here are a few examples of when I like to employ isometrics into my yoga practice. So poses like open hip poses, standing poses like Warrior Two, when you're here, you can be sinking into the joint very easily, but an isometric would help support the joint. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna imagine you could tug your feet towards each other. And right away, you're gonna feel your inner thighs start to engage. You're gonna feel your butt engage. You're gonna feel all the stuff around your hips engage. And so you can do this in literally every standing pose, right? So I'm in Warrior Two, I'm tugging my feet towards each other. Now you'll see, I didn't really move anything. So it's very internal. Isometrics are a little bit tricky for people to kind of get and feel out. So if you're a little bit confused, that's okay. You're just gonna kind of keep trying, keep listening, and play around with how can I create more engagement in this pose? That's the question you wanna be asking yourself. So I'm gonna tug my feet towards each other. In my peaceful warrior, I can do that. In my triangle pose, I can tug my feet towards each other here. In my extended side angle, I can tug my feet towards each other. In my Warrior One, I can tug my feet towards each other. I think you get the idea, but the idea here is that you are creating that isometric strength when you're in these deeper standing poses. And you may feel a little bit, you probably will feel better. It's harder, but you'll probably feel better. And you may feel like you have a little bit more range of motion. For the reason that I mentioned before, it's basically a way of telling your nervous system that it's safe to go into that range of motion. If you want more information on that, let me know in the comments and I can make another video about that, or you can click on my blog posts in the comment section below. I have some blogs about how the nervous system impacts our flexibility. So that is my little spiel about isometric joint strength training. If you like that, hit the thumbs up button, give me a follow. You can give me a follow across all social media platforms at Kate Forman Yoga. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.